From Television City in Hollywood, it's Groucho Orloff birthday party. Well, my birthday fell on Easter, and I don't remember it ever happening before, but I asked Siri, when was the last time Easter fell on April 20th? And some new voice comes on and says, I can answer that question if you join Chat GPT. I don't know what Chat GPT is. So Siri let me down, so I had to look it up manually on Google. And apparently it happened in 2014. I don't even remember 2014. But apparently my birthday fell on that day then. So whatever. Rainy, bleak day here, Rural Retreat, Virginia. But we're gonna have fun. Uh, I'm fixing some things. I spent a little time this morning doing a painting. I went live this morning at the time of my birth for about an hour. Then I went back to sleep. Uh, I got some Gorilla Glue to fix a few things that need fixing. See if it actually works. Uh, I feel sorry for the gorillas. They grind up into this paste but it's all right. Okay. Oh, speaking of gorillas, I just painted a painting this morning. Did I just say that? I can't remember if I just said that. Of General Ursus from Beneath the Planet of the Apes. There were three famous generals in Planet of the Apes. There was General Ursus in Beneath the Planet of the Apes, and there was General Aldo in Battle for the Planet of the Apes. And General Urko was in the TV show. Anyway, this is what I did this morning. Um, and I haven't signed it yet, but I have to sign it because people get mad when I don't sign these paintings. And I guess I'll sign it down there. I don't think I'm done with it. I'm not sure. Sometimes you're done with it and you don't realize it. So I think there's a few little tweaks I need to do for it. Yeah, Meyer commissioned this by, you know, the good way. You just call up Gotham City Comics and say, hey, put this much money down on stuff that Gratu has on hold, and then he has me paint it, and I'll send it out to him, and then I get paid in comic books and collectibles, whatever you want to call the stuff that we collect. Anyway, so yeah, how about that? James Gregory, immortal James Gregory. The other two generals didn't wear those Pope-looking hats. Okay, so I'm probably getting a copyright claim for this music. I'm listening to radio air check from 1962 this morning. Okay, so what are these humans saying in the chat? Uh, Deadeye says, hi, Meyer Gotham. How did you know they were there? Meyer says, looks great. And Gotham City Comics, that's a great painting. Uh, well, that's a great painting. Everyone's saying that's a great painting. Besides, I was just thinking about you last night. Happy birthday. We were saying, well, I haven't heard from them in a while. Love the texture of the brushstrokes. Very cool. Well, thank you. Besides, I have the impression, maybe I know this, or maybe I just assumed this, that B-sides might be an art teacher, or B-side, not Well, they're a couple, but I have a feeling she's an art teacher, so that's a good compliment. Oh man. Okay, I'm recording music here, and I'm trying to. What is people going on? What are people saying here, man? I am one of us says hi, and it looks like a zombie. Props. I think that's Frankenhooker waving at us. I don't know. She says, "I am an art teacher. Deadite is my husband." Okay, I know. I was calling. Yeah, it's calling you like a. Okay, Gorilla Glue. I don't know how to fix this. This has been giving me trouble since I was in third grade. Is the damn fallopian tubes on the USS Enterprise, because I had an AMT model kit I got in 1973, and these things kept falling. And then I got this little toy from Mike, who was selling a bunch of stuff because he was going to Thailand, and this little fallopian tube got broken in transit. So I'm going to see if the ground up gorilla juice will fix this, because there was no hope for me to fix that damn model kit back in third grade. I could not get that used fallopian tube to stay, man. Let's see if it works now in 2025 with damn man. I I hate this, man. Why did they have to invent gravity? So what happened to Siri? Siri doesn't exist anymore. It's Chat GPT. What happened? What's wrong with these people? So, isn't it wonderful? How long do you have to hold on to this, man? I think I was told a hot glue gun would be better. Someone told me fix everything with hot glue, and that could be true, but I don't know. It says on the package of this Gorilla Juice that it'll. I need that damn crazy glue where that guy was hanging from the girder by his helmet back when I was a kid on that TV commercial. Oh, this isn't going to hold at all, man. This is just asinine. What am I even trying? Are people talking to me? Why does StreamYard have to keep changing their format? Um, you're in a mess if you have some janky tubes. Yeah, I know, man. I don't know what. Hopefully, you got the instant dry glue, not the 5 minute. I don't know what the hell I got. I don't. Is there instant dry glue? I mean, I don't have much choice at the supermarket, and there. This is definitely not instant dry glue, man. I just got to put more glue on it. It's just the same problem I was having, and it's like I've gone back to third grade. I'm drawing pictures of General Ursus, and I'm trying to fix the USS Enterprise. The same problems that I had. Well, it wasn't a problem to draw General Ursus when I was a kid. That was a pleasure. Come on, you damn Enterprise. Anyway, so how are you guys doing? Um, yeah, I know Easter is just wonderful, and hopefully everyone's back from church and you finished finding your Easter eggs. I don't know. Some people might have family to hang out with. I've got my wife. That's about it. Those of you without family, you'd hang out with me for a few hours or something. This isn't going to work. This is 5 minutes, you say, Kevin? It's going to take 5 minutes. And I don't even have any music playing. So, oh, I'm probably sideways, aren't I? That's no good. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Well, damn you, bastard. Should I blow a hair dryer on this to dry it? What do you guys do with Gorilla Glue? Why did they say it works, man? Gorilla Glue never works. What is it? And I keep being stupid enough to buy it. Well, I was up late last night talking to Meyer and Kevin after the stream yesterday, and then I had to stay up because I had to record the Misfits reunion at Coachella because that was broadcast live on YouTube. And last weekend there was another reunion and it got taken down immediately. It was only shown once, so I thought I better make sure this is recorded. So I had to stay up for that. Then I wanted to wake up to be live streaming at the moment of my birth 60 years ago. And then I started recording my Sunday morning cartoons. Then I went back to sleep, woke up, and ate some pizza. All the important things in life. It almost feels like it's holding, but I'm not sure. I'm afraid to take my fingers away. How long should I wait? I can't even see your comments. YouTube's made it where I kept to hold the camera sideways to see your comments, and then I have to hit several buttons to make them appear on the screen, and then one button to make them disappear. It probably works fine if you're on a PC, but if you're on a phone like me doing the StreamYard, it's very complicated. Oh, how I loved this show, the original Star Trek, and I still do. Um, I don't have that love for any other Star Trek franchise. It was a show that hit me at just the right time in third grade. And in a way, it was a bonding with my oldest brother, who was a Star Trek fan, when it originally aired. He was much older than me. He was like 10 years older than me, but ironically, I've lived longer than he did. He passed away, I think it's been 11 years. I think so. I lose track of time. And my parents are gone, and I got one brother somewhere in South Texas that I haven't heard from in a few years. So, I think it's going to hold, man. Thank God this gorilla died for this. Man, it's holding. Well, I've got a new Sunday morning ritual. There's a show out of, I don't know, I think some college radio station somewhere, I forget where. But there's a show every Sunday morning called Prismatic Instrumental Mornings. I think that's what it's called, Prismatic. And it plays great stuff like the Three Sons and all the great music I love, and Booker T and the MGs and stuff. And it's every Sunday morning they have an hour-long episode. So I just recorded today's and yesterday's. It's on YouTube. I like to spread the word about cool things I find on the internet. Look, man, it's holding. This is a pretty good little miniature. It's smaller than the AMT model kit. This is, I don't know, something made more recently. But I need some representation of the USS Enterprise. And for most of my life, I lived at 1701 uh, was my street address. It took me years before I made that connection that it's the same as the USS Enterprise's number. Well, it was cool when you got the Enterprise model kit. Uh, you could put USS Enterprise on it, or you could put the names of other ships in the fleet, which were mostly doomed ships that the Enterprise encountered that were wrecked or been effed up somehow, or the crew had gone crazy and eaten each other or something. And but I remember that you could they gave you different decals in case you wanted to not make it the USS Enterprise. I don't know if they gave you their numbers or, yeah, I'm not sure. I just remember that decal sheet. And I think in third grade, my older brother put the Enterprise model kit together for me, but the fallopian tube kept falling, man. I think both of them. It was, so I think I had it hanging from my ceiling back in San Antonio for a little while. Then the tubes kept falling, man. I think it's gonna stick. It's just that this was not designed to be. The USS Enterprise was designed to be in space. It wasn't designed to be in gravity. It was built in space, was docked in space, and then was never supposed to go into the atmosphere where there's gravity. So then these things, the way they're attached, are gonna fall in gravity. Okay, well, incredible. I discovered. Oh man, what should I do here? I put up a video last week of um, movie posters that I've got. And after I did that, I started getting all these links to other movie poster collections because the algorithm, I guess, decided, oh, this is a movie poster collector. So, I found this. Some guy popped up and it says greatest movie poster collection ever, and so I thought, well, this might be interesting. Oh, come on, Drew, don't leave the cat alone. Oh, it'd be helpful if I don't spell movie MQ. I can't see anything. Where did I put my glasses? Damn, where are my glasses? Anyway, I was watching this guy. Yeah, here it is. I'll show you what I'm talking about. I think it's going to hold now. Let me put this glue away. Anyway. Yeah, I think it's going to hold. Ugh. I guess Shatner's the last one left of the cast, huh? Is there anybody else left? No, Sulu. Sorry. George Takei. Oh my. Yeah, he's still around. And he hates Shatner. He said Shatner would steal my lines. There was he said because George Takei, if you think about it, he doesn't have the actors like George Takei and William Koenig, whatever, that played Chekhov. You don't have to be on the set every day because you're only seen in a few minutes of the episode. Controlling the you know console there. You know, Nichelle Nichols doesn't have to be on the set every day because she's just there when she's filming her scenes. And the show was about Kirk, Spock, and McCoy. They were there every day. So if they write some dialogue for Sulu, sometimes Shatner would say, "Well, wouldn't it make sense if I said these lines? Because he's the star of the show." And I guess he did that, and that really got because George Takei was talking about he would steal your lines, and then I guess it didn't affect how much George Takei was being paid, but it's like, hey man, those are my lines that you're stealing, and but I think Shatner wasn't even thinking about it. He was just thinking about what would make the show better. Is it makes more sense for the hero of the show to say this, but I don't know. It's just like, oh, so weird. Hold on a second. Got to do some vacuum cleaning here. A little bit of a pet accident. You don't like to see people arguing, that are from your childhood. You want to think, oh, the whole cast got along great and everything, and all that. Uh, oh well. So I painted Meyer Greenblatt's painting. I might do some finishing bits to it, and then I've got to get a package off to Jambo, some discs and tapes. I've got to get a bunch of discs off to John Goris. Um, I'm trying to think of obligations that I have, but I will have a lot of time starting in for June where I can get to the post office. Right now it's just like I work almost 11 hours a day, and I've just never able to get to the post office. Okay, my glasses. Um, well, if that shit. Oh man, I don't know where my glasses are. I can't lose those glasses because then I won't be able to see it all. Can't find my sunglasses are lost. They're prescription somewhere in this house, and neither of them really are functional anymore. I've got to get a new prescription. That's another thing. I got to drive like over 40 minutes, 45 minutes to get to a place. Oh no. I must have taken them off when I was doing the gluing, right? And I must have laid them down somewhere. Was I wearing them at the beginning of the episode? Because sometimes what I can do is I can fast forward. When I said do, the dog looked up at me and I realized, oh, her name is Drew, and she thought I was talking. Oh, I set them down here when I grabbed the Enterprise. Okay. Sometimes what I could do is replay the show. I could go to the TV and go back, rewind it, and see where I laid my glasses down. I found things before by rewinding my show or watching a previous episode. And it's like, oh, I put it way up there. I never would have ever thought I would have done that. And okay, where did I put the Enterprise? Oh, it's getting bad, isn't it? Oh, there it is. Yeah, the Enterprise is still holding together. Okay, so let's see what these people are saying here. Um, Hot glue gun is not that sturdy, says I am one of us. Really? Myers says, I remember a legal case involving Gorilla Glue. If you attach the ship to your scalp, there could be money in it. Oh, yeah, that's right. I remember that. That was so funny. Just get some rubber bands to hold it. Yeah, that in theory, docking bay 4 looks much different up close. Uh, Journey to the Edge of Forever, Lonely, or Fixing My Spaceship Model. Yeah, man. Oh, Night Tiger says, Happy birthday. Hello, Night Tiger. And Last Frontier says, Happy birthday. Night Tiger says, You're losing your mind. Yeah, thank you, Night Tiger. Yes. What was I saying that was crazy? Night Tiger, I don't even remember saying anything mad. Okay, let's take a look at something interesting here. This guy puts the greatest movie poster collection ever. Now, usually I got some Gorilla Glue on my Roku remote. His name is Thieves Theater. So usually that would be done tongue in cheek to indicate, that you're being funny when you brag like that. And I think that's what he's doing. I mean, it's when you call yourself the greatest movie poster collection ever, it's probably going to be self-deprecating humor. But then the guy does have a very impressive collection. So I'm wondering, was he really being serious when he wrote that? But let's see here. Okay, this guy's got some nice editing. So anyway, so he's going down into his basement here. He's got all this fancy music and editing, and so it's pretty good. I mean, that's a real Attack of the 50-Foot Woman poster. He's got these reclining chairs. He's got the setup. He's got a nice TV set, right? So he's got a movie theater in his basement. And he seems like someone that his name is probably Theodore. So he's probably a doctor or a lawyer. So he's got a good setup. He's got all kinds of stuff, and he's got it conquered the world. He's got. But then why does he have this horrible Godzilla? That's not the real Godzilla. He's got a one sheet for one from Hell It Came. I've got a lobby card to it. He spent seriously, this is thousands of dollars. Mole People, Beginning of the End, Seventh Voyage of Sinbad insert, The Blob, half sheet. That's called a half sheet. So he's got all the editing. He edits in little things. And so, but then, he's got like all the accoutrements for a movie theater, but then he's got this really dumb stuff. It's like, man, what is wrong? It's like, let me see what. Oh man, he's got it. Now, maybe these things are reproductions, but they don't look like it. You've got the one sheet. I have that. I have the one sheet that came from beneath the sea. Yeah, these all look like they're legitimate. This is thousands and thousands. This is like someone showing you their X-Men #1 and Action Comics. I mean, this is as far as movie poster monster movies stuff. This is great. War of the Colossal Beast, everything. Okay, so oh look at this, man. He- oh, interesting. Oh, he's in the John Waters. I guess this guy's pretty. This guy's pretty good, man. He's got a bar. Um, but from this vantage point, folks. Okay, so he's. He had me sold, man. Look at all these autograph pictures, Anne Francis, everything. He's got everything, man. It's like this guy's great. Okay. Behind Mars Attacks. And he's got what else? Over on this wall, tremendous movie post. I wanted to show this mainly for something we were talking about, but I married a monster from outer space. This really is world class. Now this see that poster there, The Creature Walks Among Us. Do you see that? That my friend owned that original art. My friend Tom, he sold it. But then he's got this garbage, and he's saying it's very cool. It's not. It's like 1990s garbage, and it's like, wait a second, you had me convinced that you were really cool, and then you're showing me. Well, that's good. That's from Walmart, Yeah, that's a well. Let's see. Oh, please. Gordon's dairy product truck. I mean, I guess it's all there was something. Let's move over. Before we went through the roof. I guess maybe, yeah. The Orca? Yeah, the Orca. There was something that Mini Me. Oh man, I didn't even know they had. It's a Bob there, Chase. Oh, I think this is somewhere here it went south, and maybe it's in another episode, may where he shows all this horrible Star Wars stuff from the prequels, and it's like, man, this guy had me convinced that it was the greatest thing ever. Yeah, then he shows me, yeah, I don't know.
Well,
Well,
here we are back in the guts of the theater, and I want to take you through this because it's
it's all right.
so check out this wall in the corner. Or
Drew's stomach is growling. Oh, this is it, part two, the home theater tour, part two.
movie poster at this theater that
Uh,
I didn't know what that was. That's all I'm going to play for you. But that's such a cool somewhere that you were at, Hollywood, Hollywood, and then these are Aliens original. And then we have
he has Jurassic Park stuff, it's just like stuff that oh, this is what I wanted to show you. It's in the second part of his tour.
This tour right here went up significantly in value. Ran the car and
okay, this is the way that
why don't you show us what
you can store movie posters. Yeah, and just
from the
he's got them
it almost looks like it could be two.
you store them like this, and I've got a few, but somewhere I used to be able to get this cardboard bags for movie posters where you can store them flat like this and flip through them and see them. But I would buy that material at a store that's no longer around. So maybe it's available from someone online. He's got some great posters, but yeah, it's this guy's got a good poster collection.
Which are really cool, very collectible. Chasm, and then you have
Yeah, but he's got so much that. Oh, this is where it got. Oh man, it's like, why do you have all that stuff? That's not even real.
different
Well,
arcade runner.
I don't know. Star Wars collectors, they that's well, it could be worse. You could be into Dungeons and Dragons or something. Okay, so what are people saying here? You're losing your mind. Okay. Yeah. Probably. Yeah. Okay. Well. Yeah. If anyone knows where to get those bags and boards for movie posters, that would be a good thing to know. Uh, uh, Drew, do you need breakfast? Drew, probably. You had breakfast? You didn't have breakfast. That's what. Say you love me, and it's impossible to go where life is always sun. But I was raised on country sunshine. All right, Drew, here's some lunch. Oh man, this is gonna get me a copyright claim. Great song by Dottie West. Well, so Easter. Um, Wait a second. What is that?
That's Joe Tex from Baytown. Like I do, like Papa did.
Drew's stomach is rumbling and it sounds like someone's talking. All right. Veritech says, Happy birthday. Hello, Veritech. Now, let's see if the Gorilla Glue worked on these. Possibly. All right. My earlier project with the Gorilla Glue before I started the live stream is now. No, it's not working. Maybe it's working. We'll try it. Well, I'd always get a basket on Easter when I was a little kid with little fake grass in it, and I'd get an inflatable bunny. Um, I don't think they make those things anymore. I'd usually get a stuffed animal or two also. That was what my mother always did. And then there were, of course, the eggs and everything. Okay. Yeah. Shit. Mother effer. Excuse my language. I mean, oh, excrement. Oh, gosh golly. Man. Oh, I see what happened. Ah. God damn. Oh, that's not good. One time at the State Fair of Texas, cars like this fell and crushed people back in the late 70s, maybe it was early 80s. I think it was the late 70s. And then they pulled these kind of cars out of nearby Six Flags over Texas as well. They thought, oh shoot, we don't want that kind of liability. And but I know last time I went to the State Fair of Texas, they had these cars back. These are supposed to be ski lifts. This is a German toy that I got was when I was a little kid when I lived in Germany, and I had these things up on the ceiling, but the I just fixed one of them with Gorilla Glue, and I'm probably about to destroy them again. Oh boy. All right, let's try that again, ladies and gentlemen. What was I saying that sounded like I was losing my mind, ladies and gentlemen? Okay. Ah, what in the name of all that's whoa. Luckily, I'm in the basement, and there's no danger of me waking my wife up with all this racket. That might help. Ah. Oh man, we did it. I'm gonna mess with it more. How about that? We succeeded. So you thought I was mad, Night Tiger. You thought that I had lost my mind, but look what we got, man. Oh man, that wire is. Oh shit. Oh yeah. How about that? Oh man, they're still screwed up. Oh, there we go. Okay. John Gora says mission accomplished, and Mark Greenblatt says the Sky Casket by Monsanto. Yes. Well, these are. I have the box these came uh, in a closet somewhere. They've got little people in them. They're no longer standing. Uh, Little ski people. Like this lady, I don't know how she's going skiing. She looks like she's waiting for a bus, but put her back standing inside there, man. Yeah, little German engineering toy. Okay, one of the things I've been meaning to do. See, that's what Mr. Fantastic's supposed to look like, right? And the Silver Surfer and Sue Storm and where's the thing? He's in here somewhere. He might be in the other room. All right. I need to hang this Green Lantern poster. Oh, crap. There's a Halloween mask of Rachel Ziegler. I need to put that up. I was wondering where this thing was. It's a Hulk beanie baby. We need to put this with the goddamn rest of the Hulk stuff. How about right here? That's a present for Meyer Greenblatt. Oh, Myers surprised me last night. He said he sent off for uh, a tripod for my show. And it's going to be coming from, I guess, Amazon, one that's kind of tall. Instead of, I got a, you wouldn't believe the tripod I got right now, but it's been working. This is a gift from Captain Strangelite, but after several years, these things are meant to fall apart, planned obsolescence. So I, uh, I need to get the hammer because I got to put this Bonanza poster up and all kinds of stuff I got to do here. Shit, man. There's a bunch of stuff I got to do. Oh, look at that, man. I'm interested now that I did that painting to see someone else's version of it. But that's not General Ursus, that's General Urko from the TV show. So the TV show has the same helmet, um, although I think, I bet it's the same one left over. Now there's Baron Karza. There's a new Baron Karza that Super 7 put out. I don't know if it's the same size as this, but I keep finding missiles all over the place. I don't know how many missiles came with that guy back in the 70s. This was the only Micronauts I bought at the time because I thought he just looked really cool. And anyway. So yeah, so yeah, so yeah, so yeah, so yeah. If you can't think of anything to say, just say so yeah. That's what all great Americans do. Okay. Well, we got the cable cars, the ski lift, whatever you call it, going again. Yeah. There's the hammer that I need right there.
Mostly clear tonight. It's sunny tomorrow. Happy New Year, gang. We're about to load up around 40. A little chilly, but we're not going to let that know. The adverse conditions on the top of that, but it's going to make a winter. Certainly not.
Let's see. zip lines. Um, where would I have nails now? Oh, I know where the nails are. I keep getting distracted by things. I have zero attention span. Okay, nails. Shit, this light's bright. That's ridiculous. Hmm. I've got this. I'm looking at books here. I'm trying to remember something. When movies used to come out in the 70s, there would always be a movie tie-in book, paperback. First Avon printing, July 90. I'm sorry, 1975. Copyright 71. What I'm trying to figure out is this was the I have to look it up. If this was a novel turned into a movie, or if this is an adaptation of the movie Harold and Maude. Not sure about that. You would even get novelizations of things like The Jerk, and this is mostly pictures because you know Dennis the Menace versus everybody. They're finally taking him to court. Summons, you're hereby directed to appear in the case of Dennis the Menace versus everybody. Here's a book I've had since my childhood. Snoopy and the Sopwith Camel, and his Sopwith Camel. Yeah. And a bunch of Fu Manchu books. Yeah. It's incredible. I don't want to go upstairs and get nails. I really I should go upstairs and just sort through comics and pretend to entertain the audience. And then I could grab a nail while I'm there, right? And then I could. Darth Vader always, whenever I'm in a crisis, should I go upstairs or not? Darth Vader always reads from the Bible and gives me the right answer. It's I've always liked to call actors by their character names because it's like their worst nightmare. You're not going to be known as James Earl Jones. You're just going to be Darth Vader. That's all that people will remember. But yeah, it's not, I guess, not much fun if you're Adam West and then you're just Batman for the rest of your life. Or Fred Gwynn, he'd try to, be in a movie and everyone in the theater would go, look, it's Herman Munster. Poor guy. But sometimes you just so embody a character, it's just people can't help it. You're born to play one role. Let me see what's going on here. What was the deal with Fu Manchu, says John Goris. Was he supposed to be a good guy or a bad guy? I always remember him as a proto Bond villain. Oh, he's a bad guy. But yeah, it's just like he's top billed like Dracula is top billed. But, in theory, the guy you're supposed to be rooting for is Van Helsing and his crew. They're the good guys, and Dracula's the bad guy. But most people that go to see the movie are rooting for Dracula. So, yeah, Fu Manchu was supposed to be a bad guy, but he got top billing. And no one even remembers the guy that was always fighting against Fu Manchu. You know, but he's one of these characters that's completely so far back in the public consciousness that nobody really knows who he is anymore. Uh, I was watching a little report on YouTube. Someone was talking about how the Ovaltine company had for about 10 years, they had a Little Orphan Annie in the 1930s radio series based on the daily comic strip. And it was a massive marketing campaign. The Ovaltine company was sponsoring it, and you would get really impressive looking decoder badges and rings, and then during the show they would say 10, 14, 23, 16, and then the kids would write that down, and then they use their decoder ring to decipher the message. And of course, that was one of the laughs in the movie A Christmas Story. That once Ralphie, he's so happy he gets his decoder ring, and it tells him to drink more Ovaltine. Um, so these daily kids shows back in the days before video games and before television existed, kids would listen to the radio, and the other thing they had was comic strips in the newspaper, right? And going out and building forts and tree houses, and playing football, baseball. But there was nothing else. There weren't even comic books in the early 30s. So kids would, and then, uh, yeah, it was interesting. Little girl, they had like real kids playing Little Orphan Annie and her friends, and this 9-year-old girl, she had to go. It was during the Depression. This was her job. She was supporting her family. She had to go to the studio and record her lines. Well, then it got picked up by NBC after a few episodes and was broadcast all over there. So it was a big responsibility, and she was being paid scale, but it was enough to keep the family going. And then before long, she's in high school and she has to drop out as a sophomore because they record in the morning, and uh, then they have to do a live show in the afternoon, and so she really can't go to school. So, and then I guess they got rid of the Little Orphan Annie show and replaced it with Captain Midnight, same sponsor and they same kind of decoder rings and everything. And so, uh, really impressive looking rings, and I doubt that every time the message was about drinking more Ovaltine, but I'm sure they did it sometimes. And Ralphie says, "Dad, it's a damn commercial, son of a bitch." Um, uh, yeah. So that's how stuff is remembered today, through movie references. And there was supposed to be a sequence that was filmed. Ralphie had these fantasy scenes in the movie A Christmas Story. And one, he was on the planet Mongo and he was helping out Flash Gordon. And they had Ming the Merciless there. And it was pretty elaborate little scene. And they cut it from the movie. And they say they don't even know if that film that they cut out exists. There's a couple of pictures on the internet that show Ralphie there in his spacesuit next to Flash Gordon. And um, I guess they decided that was too jarring. Was too jarringly. I think there's a fantasy scene that's like a western, and my hands got paint and it's torn up from trying to catch Kelly the cat yesterday to take her to the vet, and it's like a stigmata. I got this wound right where the wound is traditionally shown in paintings, in the palm of Jesus' hand, but that's not where they would have. The Romans wouldn't have put the nail here. They would have put it here because it's kind of morbid. But this isn't going to support your weight. It just tear right through. And all the pain I felt, just that little claw going into the palm of my hand, and I'm thinking, what did he go through, man? It was just like I was going, cat claw. It's just, man. But wow. So, but yeah, A Christmas Story is nobody's watching now. 8 people. I guess people got stuff to do on Easter. I'll go upstairs and show comics. That'll show those bastards that tuned out. Uh, yeah, it's just funny that Bob Clark made A Christmas Story, and that's the movie everyone remembers. And then what I always dream is that someone will say, "Oh, look, this movie's made by Bob. Look, this movie's so great. Let's look on Wikipedia and see what other movies Bob Clark made, because I bet they're just as good as A Christmas Story." And I just would like to see that happen, because what they're going to be complete Porky's too. Children shouldn't play with dead things. It was just complete anomaly, if that's the right word. It's all of a sudden this family friendly movie comes out of Bob Clark, and everything else he made was a complete opposite of family friendly. Uh, it's kind of like when John Waters made Hairspray, the original Hairspray. It's like, oh, he made a movie that families could watch and kids will actually enjoy. I think there's one scene where someone pukes, but other than that, it's pretty much a PG movie. Uh, John Gora's cat broke my heart the other day. She vanished out of the woods. She came and back she went, I guess. Oh, it was just a stray cat that showed up at your door, or what? Oh, yeah, man. I'm sorry to hear that. There's a little cat that looks a lot like Ambrose that would just sit outside the door of the supermarket and just greet each person as they come in and as they left. And I asked the lady inside, does that cat belong to anyone? She says, no, it's one of the new strays, but the cat's in love with the assistant manager and just waits for him every day. And the assistant manager was afraid the cat might belong to someone in the neighborhood, so he didn't take him home. Haven't seen the cat lately, but that was like something where I felt bad, maybe I should get that cat. But we just adopted two other kittens, and it's like, we'll soon have a cat out. Not, no, well, that didn't sound right. Well, I don't know. Oh, no. No, she was with me a good 10 years. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, John. Uh, maybe she'll come back because sometimes I've heard of cats being gone for a few days. And yeah, I could never let a cat out of the house because I'd be afraid that would happen. So yeah, these all my pets are prisoners. They aren't allowed to go outside. Um, but at least they don't have to worry about the elements and stuff. As one of the siblings of Callie and Ambrose um, did, didn't make it. I think what was froze during one of the real bad weather events. Um, because they were completely outdoor cats on a farm, and their mother is pregnant again, so there's going to be more kittens from same source. Oh, she wouldn't come in the house. She had an open invite, but hmm. Oh, I see. Um, well, I don't know, man. Being told I'm losing my mind kind of throws me off. I was kind of having a good time, and then someone, hey, get back to reality. You're making a fool out of yourself. Uh, I don't know. Maybe you should just end the stream. Throws me off. There's no David Wilcock to watch today. He went on yesterday because today's Easter. So what do I have to look forward to today? Yeah, I guess when Cleo wakes up, I'll watch some movies with her. I'll have some cake. You're doing fine. Don't worry. It's a holiday. Have fun. Yeah. Man. What was I talking about when that happened? What was I saying? I wasn't trying to make fun of that guy on YouTube. I was just saying he had such a great collection, and then he started showing Star Wars stuff from the 2000s. It's like, how does that go with these vintage 50s beautiful posters? I just thought it was jarring, but I wasn't meaning to make fun of him if that's what the problem was. As I know, my collection's just crazy. Man, I need a trash bag. I just know unless Trump makes some really big changes, like I'm hoping that will happen, I don't know if I'll ever be able to retire fully. I just see how I could do it. What is it? Wonder when we'll hear from Mike, says Gotham. Well, yeah, I don't know. He's moving in to his new place, I guess, in Thailand. I think that um, probably when it's dinner time for us, it's breakfast time for him. You could, check on the computer what time it is there, Bangkok, whatever. And yeah, probably best for us to call him at some point and get him as he's waking up and as we're winding down. I think everything's reversed there, but I don't know. I've never known anybody that lives there. It would take a good several weeks to recover from a jet lag like that, or your day is completely reversed. Okay, everything looks okay up here. I don't know who hangs out up here, but doesn't seem to be anything destroyed. And this is like a secret hideout for the cats and for the dog. Okay, what is this? Okay. I put on some music, but that disc has so many songs over there that cost copyright claims that I might as well not mess with that today and try to make a disc with more public domain stuff. Yeah, let's look at some books, man. Archie's Pals and Gals from the summer of 1961. It's a book I got recently. I haven't had a chance to look at it yet. Ads for bicycles and bicycle parts. Um, Now this I can tell is older Archie art that's been reprinted. It looks to me, yeah, or maybe not. Got Betty and Veronica paper dolls. Yeah, see, this is the more current 1961 Archie art, and the other stuff is more 50s looking. Different artist. Summer of 61, number 17. Archie's Pals and Gals. So this, go with these Archie books that need to be filed in the Archie box. Archie. Oh, here we go. Yeah, you wind up with stuff like this. You just pick up free at the cash register at a comic store, and then it's like, should I just throw it away? And it's little preview things. Yeah, but as soon as you do that, that's gonna be like something important. Or free comic book day advertising the new 52. And yeah, whatever. It just takes up space. What are people saying? Kevin says, I'll be working even when I'm dead. I'll be a ghost working 9 to 5. Yeah. Well, yeah, this one's in rough shape. January 1970. Oh, well. I think this one was basically free. Yeah, this one's been through some rough times. Eesh, yeah. Oh boy. Yeah. Yeah. Normally I would never. Yeah, I wouldn't have ever gotten something like this. These folded over pages, nastiness. Then a page that's torn. Yeah, that's not a nice issue. Not nice. Even has a little bit of a musty smell. Horrific. This one, issue 199, looks better, from July of 72. If you order this Archie annual in 24, you get this poster, Love is the Answer. Remember these glasses that were, you just took you take the lid off a Smucker's jar, I'm sorry, Welch's jar, grape jelly jar, and you had a Archie glass. I've got a few of those somewhere. Tumblers. Oh, I could change my Wi-Fi. It probably looks like shit up here. I'm sorry. Um. Okay. Um, I get that Kong mask tomorrow. Oh, cool. I don't even know if you guys can see me. Oh, there's a red dot. Oh, that's me. All right. Imsh says, happy birthday. Yeah, I was just thinking about what happened to Imsh. I'm one of those, there's no comics I don't want. It's just, that one was a little rough. Um, yeah, the Wi-Fi should be better now that I've switched to the different Wi-Fi signal. Girls, do you favor the two-party system? Yes, indeed. One party in the daytime and another one at night. Yes, indeed. Crazy girls. And here's 167. That was this is 167. So, does your fab boutique ever run short on an item? No, only on fuses. How about that, ladies and gentlemen? This one's in pretty good shape. November of 69. Man, he's offending a hippie with his old jalopy. Look at that. What's this moron saying? Let's see. I don't know if he's impressed with the jalopy or if he's complaining about the pollution. Yeah, CBS was premiering Scooby Doo. So for the cretins that people that are insane, uh, this could, in theory, be the first appearance. These people that collect first appearances. This could be a key issue. This could be the first appearance of Scooby Doo in a comic book because this ad for Saturday morning lineup uh, from 1969 from CBS. It could be first appearance in a comic book. And then there's also an ad for the ABC lineup. That's pretty cool. I don't know if I've ever seen two ads for Saturday morning lineups in one comic in the same issue. Remember the banana bikes? I never had one, but I remember people had them. Get your bippy. That was a laugh-in reference. And Laugh-In was one of the big shows on TV then, if not the number one show. What are these people joking about? Let's see. I just scored a minty copy of Doctor Strange 180 at a local comic shop show for a whopping $5. It's the only Doctor Strange in my collection. Remind me what Doctor Strange 180 is and why. Is there something different about that issue? Strange 180. Um, okay, Doctor Strange. Um, okay, yeah. Okay, so strange that okay, that was Strange Tales, and then is that Is that the first issue of Doctor Strange after it became changed from Strange Tales? Probably. Or did Doc? Yeah, it was Strange Tales, and it was Nick Fury, and then Strange Tales. Doctor Strange got the numbering, continued, and then Nick Fury started over in his own comic with issue one, I think. Isn't that how it worked? Um, my friend had a banana bike, so I'm marvelous. Yeah, Doctor Strange was a good comic back then. Um, Archie's pals and gals, Archie's girls. See this. I'm trying to remember. I think I filed this under A for Archie's girls, Betty and Veronica. I'm pretty sure that I do. I think with it, that's part of the title. I'm not sure. I mean, logically, you would file it under B for Betty and Veronica, but I don't always think logically. Yeah. You ever flip through a comic and every you just happen to land only on ads as you flip through it? Uh, yeah. Looking at Champions number 6. Getting towards the end of the 25-cent era, and comics are already starting to have problems. Not as good as they had been earlier in the Bronze Age. Uh, um, it's not a significant issue. It's got a colon Ditko cover with a character eternity with a bunch of outer space imagery drawn inside the silhouette. Oh, you just got it because that's a cool cover. Let's see. I might have that issue. I'm not sure. This is a comic I bought when I was in second grade. I walked to the 7-Eleven by myself and bought this, my first issue of Conan the Barbarian. This is not the copy I bought. That copy is in a box back here, but I had an opportunity to get this one for a couple of bucks, and I thought, well, maybe it's an upgrade, and I can't leave that comic behind because comic has, significance to me. And probably the one I got in second grade is about the same condition as this, but oh yeah, how well I remember that ad for Monsters Unleashed. Because monsters were my first love in comics. There's a ad for Foom, Friends of Old Marvel. Yeah, this guy's on fentanyl. Really great battle scenes. John Buscema, artist. Ernie Chua, inker. Man, no wonder. Ernie Chua has always been one of my favorite artists, and he later became Ernie Chan. And, I didn't realize he was involved in the first issue of Conan I ever bought. And he started doing some great covers for yeah, him inking John Buscema is great. He was one of the he did some fantastic covers for DC in the mid '70s. Very very good. Oh yeah, I remember this. Him cutting the snake's head off. Blood was always black in Conan books. Jonah Hex had a lot of blood in it over at DC, but everybody and Scalp Hunter, but people always bled black ink. And I guess as long as it wasn't red, the comics code didn't have a problem with it as much. But yeah, certain comics had blood in them. It's kind of hard to do a Conan the Barbarian comic without blood because he fights with a sword, and I'm going to get some of these Silver Age books into their boxes. Dang it. Let's go for this box and see if there's anything. File. Oh yeah, I've got a file. Okay, so this box is labeled Batman to Challengers of the Unknown. And I've recently gotten this issue of Brave and the Bold. It's not real, it's a facsimile, but it's a reprint of issue 30. And soon I'm going to get a reprint of issue 60. It comes out Wednesday. I'm going to order that from Kevin at Gotham City Comics. And that's the second appearance of Teen Titans that's coming out this week. So, in this box here, I have first appearance of the Justice League 28, and then 29, and then 30. These are all facsimiles that have come out recently. And then 54 was done before. So, and then the first real issue of Brave and the Bold I have is 55. Oh, wait a second. I have, this is the issue I no wonder it looked familiar. I have the issue number 60 already that they're putting out, but I still want that facsimile, Kevin. Uh, yeah, this is interesting. I forgot I own this. Anyway, this is the second appearance of the Teen Titans. I already owned it, but it's fun to do an A/B comparison of the original with a facsimile. And then 61, Starman and Black Canary. This is real. And anyway, that's all you need to see there. This box goes through Captain Savage. Is there anything else I need to put in there? Captain Savage. Savage. No, I have a Captain something, but these are just Silver Age and Bat in these boxes, so I don't need that. There's some dog poop, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. This box says Daredevil to Fantastic Four. Okay, it has Challengers of the Unknown. And it has some of my very early Conan the Barbarian. My oldest Conan the Barbarian is number 4. I think it's number 3 that has the Grim Gray God on it, because that one I used to have a T-shirt of when I was in elementary school. That cover. And I've got number 6. These were not books I bought when they came out. These were ones I got later. 7, 9, and then the Bronze Age started, so the books are in the rest of the run is in these boxes back here. And of course, I've got this facsimile of issue number 1, but I don't have the first issue. Actually, I have 2 copies of that. I'm sure they were bought accidentally. I forgot I'd already gotten the facsimile. Let's see. What are people talking about? The issue you referred to when the price change came was 169. That's pricey these days. Yeah. Okay. Again, these facsimiles, there's at least 1 or 2 coming out every couple of weeks. And this is a reprint of Daredevil number 1. So let's put that in here with my Daredevils. I don't have a world-class collection of anything, and because the first issue of Daredevil I have is number 25. I wish I had some of those early issues, but oh well. They were always pretty affordable. I guess I was buying other things. but I always dearly loved Daredevil. Oh, there's Fantastic Four in here too. Do I have any Fantastic Four I need to be putting in here? Let me see here. Amazing Spider-Man's. Is Detective Comics in this? Yeah. Wait a second. Yeah, there's stuff I need to put in here. Okay. So I have this facsimile of Detective Comics from the Golden Age, number 31. Um, and and I have a facsimile of 38, a facsimile of 27. And if they do enough facsimiles, then you can just kind of put your collection of those issues together. As far as Fantastic Four, there's Doom Patrol. Okay. Oh boy, this box is getting a little tight. Um, is that the next Fantastic Four? Yeah. Is there more room? Maybe. Okay. So Doom Patrol ends, and then it's a facsimile of the Fantastic Four #1, and then number 15, a real copy. But now I'm going to drop in between. I'm going to drop this facsimile of 2 and 3, and then there's a number 4 that's out, and number 5 is on its way, but I haven't gotten number 4 yet. So let's put that into that box. And that's that. What else is there? While I have them out, we could look at some of the Fantastic Four issues, I guess. There's 29. 31. I have 3 copies for some reason of 31. That seems to be an issue I find a lot, and then I forget. I don't know. And 32, I have 2 copies of it. 33. 34. Here's 35. 36. This was always the best Marvel. Another 36. Wow. 37. 38. Now, this is a great comic at this point in its 39. I don't know. You don't need to see all these. Okay, is there anything else in the file? Nobody's talking about anything. All right. Well, see this issue of 374. Look at all this damage to it. You see all that? I just upgraded it here a little, yeah, more than a little to this. With this Aurora ad. I miss Sunday afternoons where I could watch Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea and stuff like that. I wish there was somewhere to. Man, I'm starting to get hungry. Thinking of Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea is making me hungry for seafood. Maybe I'll have some lunch here in a minute. This is 374 upgrade. Yeah. But I pulled this box out for Amazing Spider-Man. Yeah. Oh, wait. There's other stuff I need to put in here. Adventures. Adventures. Atom. Adventure. Green Lantern. Justice League. Oh, I see. Okay. So my Amazing Spider-Man collection is pretty miserable. I've got 22. I've got 32. 38. And 48. But now I have issue 42 to put in there, which is the first the full appearance where you actually get to see Mary Jane. I mean, she'd appeared before, but let's see. So, okay. So that's then after 48, I've got 50. 54. I mean, I really would like to fill in a lot of these holes, but you know, will I ever do? But maybe I'll fill in some. 55. Um, it's a matter of what opportunities come my way. 57. 58. I think at this point I've got a pretty good little mini run. 59. This was a great time period. 62. Anyway, I'm trying to put issue 100 in here. So let me flip forward. We don't have time to look at all these things, man. Issue 96 doesn't have the comics code. It was a comics code didn't like that they had a drug issue. It was actually an anti-drug issue, but still you weren't supposed to mention drugs in any way. So 100 goes in, and it's followed by a facsimile from the 90s of 101, and that's the end of the Silver Age for that. Oh wait, I've got a Supergirl adventure number 402 I need to put in there. Yeah. So adventure. Look at this issue 390. Isn't that great? 402. Watch me already have it. 412. Issue 400. 409. I do not have 402. So it goes in. And the Adventures of Bob Hope, number 83, before all the Universal monsters started joining his cast. That's 83. Say by 95, it's all monsters. This is right before that switchover. What a wonderful switchover it was. That's a comic that people don't realize how wonderful it is. So that's that. Okay. Well, let's look at some Golden Age books. Um, anyone talking to me here? Yeah. I need to put the link there, if I guess. Everybody's spending time with family, more than likely, and they can't come on. All right. glasses. Oh, boy. I know where I keep my Golden Age comics because I've got them in special boxes that say, look for comic books with this code authority seal. And I don't have much Golden Age. I just have it all in these two boxes. Now I've got a little bit more. And then it's going to take 3 short boxes to fit my Golden Age. But so I have this issue of Police Comics number 66. And in this box, I have Police Comics number 1, a facsimile, part of this wonderful new wave of facsimiles that started coming out the last few years. So now I've got 2 issues of Police Comics, albeit one fake. Got this issue of Smash Comics, and this is number 70. Okay, here's an issue of Smilin' Jack, and Sheena in 3D. So Smash would go in between those because I paid attention to Sesame Street. I know my alphabet, right? Um, 3 Dimension Comics. It's Mighty Mouse. Should I file it under 3 Dimension Comics or under Mighty Mouse? It seems more logical to file it under Mighty Mouse, wouldn't you think? Yeah. Those are all Disney. I filed them somewhere else. A bit more. This starts with Plastic Man. Okay. Plastic. Okay. Howdy doody. Howdy doody. 3 Dimension. Howdy doody. Mighty Mouse. H-I-J-K. H-I-J-K-O. Okay. What? Okay. All right, so we're gonna need to move some stuff around, clearly. Got a massive influx of Joe Palooka coming into this, so that means I'm gonna have to move some books around. Oh, that light should be on too. I don't have enough light on, Drew. What's going on, man? What's going on? There. Samantha Drew the dog. Drew is here. Come on, Drew. Come on, man. I'm here to fuck up your shelf. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay. Thank you for fucking up my show. Let's see here. Okay, so that these things can move over here. I'll just lick your boxes for a little while. Yeah, okay. Okay, man. Enough. Okay. 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 So we have Gene Autry comics, Geronimo, Indian Fighter, Ghostly Weird comics. We're trying to get an issue of Howdy Doody, and that's what we're doing. Ghost Rider, look at that great Dick Ayers art. G.I. Joe, Giggle, Goofy Gander, Gunhawks, ha 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 ha, Harvey, Headline, Hopalong Cassidy, Horror from the Tomb, Howdy Doody goes in before Huckleberry Hound. Now, look at this great one that I got from Last Frontier Comics, Jet Aces. John Wayne. John Wayne. Then North to Alaska. John Carter. Joe is before John. So all these Joe Palookas are going to go in before John Wayne. This is Joe Palooka number 74, where he's fighting in Korea. Joe Palooka's Battle Adventures. That goes there. I guess I could file this Jiggs and Maggie in there too. That'd be right about the same place. Jiggs and Maggie is between Jet Aces and Joe Palooka. Wait, where would Mighty Mouse go? Oh, Mighty Mouse is probably over here now. Master Comics, Mighty Mouse. That's Mighty Mouse over here. Mighty Mouse, we'll file this Mighty Mouse in here. Okay. Okay. Jungle Comics 109 goes after John Wayne, after John Carter, after Jumbo Comics. It's another Jumbo. That's Jungle 109. This one is Jungle number 149. That goes there. Got Hopalong Cassidy, number 28 with Hopalong Cassidy number 43. I've shown all these to you before, so that's why I'm not showing them great lingering detail. Hopalong, Hopalong. The only other Hopalong Cassidy book I have is a coverless one. And, yeah, okay. Fantastic. Okay, so let's get. Actually, I'm not going to put Joe Palooka with these. I'm going to put Joe Palooka with the Harvey comics. I just realized that it does. Let me get that Joe Palooka out of here. Come on, you big Palooka. Let's get out of here, man. Put you with the Harveys. That's the problem. You start taking your collection and separating it to comic book manufacturer, companies. It starts to get confusing. Okay, so where are the Harvey boxes? Oh, the lid. Yeah. All right. So Harvey, Gold Key Classics Illustrated, ACG, Archie, Dell, DC Horror. My God, it's Archie, Warlords, DC War, Marvel Tales, Disney, Harvey. Oh, here's the Harvey here. I got two long boxes of Harvey. I haven't put these in short boxes yet. Oh boy, it's a sad sack. Richie Rich starts with, goes to Wendy. Oh, man. Do I have any Harvey? Do I need to file in that box? Oh, I've got it open. Little Audrey. Oh, it was Captain Marvel number 64. Let's get that in the golden age. Captain Midnight number something, 54. I think I have another issue of Captain I have a few issues of Captain Marvel, but I think they're downstairs. They're not in this box. Captain Marvel and where the crime does not pay go. Damn it. Okay, crime does not pay 129. Crime does not pay what? 65. 114. What was this one? 129. Okay, 132. So 129 goes there. Okay, that's that. Issue Sparkle, Startling, Sheena, Smash, Smiling Jack, Speedy Rabbit. So put these issues of Sparkle, Sparkle number 6, number 10, number 12. Oh, Bugs Bunny's Dangerous Adventure. That would go in this box. No, it would. Captain Midnight, Buster Brown. File it with this great Bugs Bunny comic. And this great one. It's about all. I got this little comic like that. Okay. Oh, good. This box has a lot of space in it. I had to put some hardcover books in here to fill up the space, so now there's room to put new books in it. Some books I got for like a quarter at a garage sale. I hate this guy. Well, Bill Maher, I got it for a quarter. And lately he's gotten to be a little more tolerable, but he's kind of insufferable. But it filled up the space in the comic in the box, so these books didn't slant down. Okay, so we flip to the J's. It's hot stuff, so we're close to the J's. We're at little Audrey and Melvin here. What is this? So that's interesting. I got this issue of Joe Palooka that's done more like a traditional Harvey comic where they've got the characters and little TV screens there. So that's Joe Palooka 118. And this is 74. Joe Palooka's Battle Adventures. Baby Huey, number 25. Stick that in there. I don't have any Baby Hueys, man. Here's 76. And 75. So this would be my oldest Baby Huey, 10 cent. Okay. Harvey Dick Tracy, number 76. Casper. Okay. Well, this is Dick Tracy 145 without a cover. This one is 53. Oh, sorry, I didn't show it to you, did I? They had great covers in these Harvey books. 76. $127. 76. Okay, now we go here. That's the hot stuff. That's the first issue of Hot Stuff. Joe Palooka. Joe Palooka. Joe Palooka. This Joe Palooka here is before I only had 2 issues of Joe Palooka, and this one has like a bite taken out of it. There looks like a human mouth took it out, but you know it was something else. Joe Palooka, number 17. We're gonna get that in there. Joe Palooka, number 18. Joe Palooka, number 19. Number 25. Number 26. 32. 36. 45. 77. And then I've got some little Audreys. This is 65, 62, 64, 66, 69, 28. Wait, little Audrey and Melvin two separate titles. Yeah. 33. 28. Oh, well, great. You have two copies of that. Okay, Little Audrey, JKL. So this is number 35. And then I'll put the 33 in front of that and 28. And then it looks like I have a Little Audrey TV Fun Time and I guess a little dot. So before I only had this one Little Audrey comic. And so, which is issue number 71. So now we'll get 42 in there, 64, 63 out of order, 66, 69. Okay, that's the Harvey filed. Oh, my leg is killing me. Ouch. Man, nobody's watching, man. Who would have thought if you did a show on Easter Sunday, you'd think everyone would be real wanting to watch? Who would have thought people had things to do on Easter Sunday? Okay. Let's get some of these Archie comics over here. Oh, more books I gotta file. I've got this Bugs Bunny Christmas Funnies book, number 3. An issue of Johnny Mac Brown. And that would go, like that one. Marvel Family Madhouse in this box. John Wayne. Johnny Mac Brown would go before John Wayne. Okay. Don't be licking those comics, Drew. Drew, there you go. I don't know, man. I want to keep doing this. Maybe I take these books. They're good for not having books sag down. So maybe it's time for my boot heels to be wandering. I don't. I was gonna eat some chocolate cake, but no, Drew. Oh, God damn it! Leave that stuff alone. No, Drew. Leave that alone. Hey, doggy, leave those books alone. All in all, you're just another dog in the wall. What the? Well, well. What is this? Oh, I was supposed to get some nails while I was up here, wasn't I? Hi. I'm on a different Wi-Fi down here, so I gotta switch it back. All right, we're back. Okay. Well, we got some stuff organized. I guess that was okay. But I guess I'll head on out, get some cake and stuff. some lunch. I gotta do a little bit of tweaking on this picture. This is not up to my standards, but from a distance it looks okay. But close up, I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll make it better. So I'll be seeing you guys, ladies and gentlemen. Goodbye.